better place to rest my weary bones than on this beautiful island where there's so much to see. Every corner I turn, there's something there to remind me of my beautiful nation and what it means to me. Not a thing out of place, that's what's special about it. And do you hear? It's the songs the birds are singing. Do you hear? It's a sound that's everlasting, and there's no end in sight, just the beginning of our lives. Sweet Grenada, this is home, yes. And do you hear? It's the songs the birds are singing. Do you hear? It's a sound that's everlasting, and there's no end in sight, just the beginning of our lives. Sweet Grenada, this is home, home, home. Sweet Grenada, yeah, this is home.
Oh, yeah. Grenada, Carriacou, Petite Martinique, Trinidad and Tobago, and the rest of the world. I'd like to welcome you to another Mikey Live program. I'm your host, Mikey Hutchinson. People, we have a lot of things to tell you about, but before we do that, we want to say hello to you. How are you doing? How's your family? Did you have a good weekend? I hope that everyone is doing good, you know, things like that. It is always my pleasure to be back on the program with you to tell you all that's happening. What is happening here in Grenada, Trinidad, Tobago, St. Vincent, St. Lucia, Dominica, you know, we tell you about it. So brace all yourself, people. We are here thing to tell you tonight. I remember this is news discussed, not told. We'll be telling you about a yacht docked in Grenada right now after being shot at by pirates, bullet and thing, you know. Yeah, boy, so the yacht is currently in Grenada. They escaped by the skin of their teeth. We go tell you about that. We go tell you about a Grenadian bodybuilder who has gotten gold. You know, see the man do the triceps and the biceps and the thing, all kind of thing, business. The Met Office send us an update about the weather, you know, what is projected to be, what is forecast to be for the next few months. And so we would like to talk to you about that. Grenada Tourism Authority award world's first underwater sculpture park creator. And Braylon Taplin thrills home crowd with the third fastest 400-meter time this season. And listen, he ain't even try hard. So we're going to be telling you about that. Paradise FC International celebrates a championship. And we have a lot more drowning in Trinidad, boy. There might just be about 4 people. We're going to tell you more about that, boy. You understand? When we come back. Folks, we'd like to encourage you to share the business. Share the business so that other people know that we are on the program. Let people know that the thing start. You know what I mean? So share the thing right now. It's not going to take much from you. In fact, it doesn't take anything from you to share the program. So please go ahead and do so. We would like to remind you that the headlines of this program is brought to you through the kind compliments of Duty Free Caribbean, Colombian Emirates International, and WPG10. You see, when we come back, people, it will be real news in all your lulu. So hold on there, we coming back.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom
for me and you.
I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do?
And so it begins, a journey like no other. Jungles so lush, they make emeralds jealous. Water that sparkles like diamonds. Mountains with more facets than precious gems. This is where good times are had, where love is strengthened, where memories are formed. And when it all comes to an end, bring home something that will never fade. Colombian Emeralds International. Bring home more than a memory.
To keep it fresh, chill it. To get it hot, cook it. To keep it clean, wash it. Do all that and more with top brand appliances from Quartz. Try that recipe on a new stove. Keep those fruit bowls chilled in the latest design fridge. Get laundry done with a brand new washer and dryer combo. Purchase any Whirlpool product and get a chance to win $8,000. Shop with Quartz Ready Finance and pay nothing until June. Only at Quartz, bringing value home.
Maroon and String Band Music Festival, April 26th to the 28th. Indulge in this unique festival, which features regional and local string bands, big drum, and cultural groups. The ultimate celebration of music, rhythm, food, and dance. Carriacou's heritage and traditional festival comes alive. Friday, April 26th, wetting up the ground, smoke food, and flambeau with drama by Heritage Theater at Bel Air Heritage Park. Saturday, it's Strings in the City, Tang Tang, Hillsborough. And as night falls, we move to Bel Air Heritage Park. Witness performances by Cultural Conquerors from Union Island, Malik Folk Group from Trinidad, Spiceland and Conception Dance Groups from Grenada, along with local performing groups. Dance to the band Solid from Grenada. The International Artist Show featuring the Fireman, Kipaton. Kipaton and the Prophecy Band live. Admission, advance tickets $60, and we close it off on Sunday with fete and performances at Paradise Beach. Sunday, $20 in advance. Carriacou Maroon and String Band Festival, April 26th to the 28th. Under the theme, deeply rooted in our tradition, remaining true to our culture.
Yeah, that's right, people. Thank you very much. And folks, we're back with you 15. All right, people have been selected and will win between now and the rest of the month. We're talking about people who are always on the program. Yes? So who knows? You'll get the opportunity to win free credit, compliments Digicel, tickets, free tickets to guess what? Pure Grenada. Yes. Free tickets to the music festival. And listen, when we're talking about the music festival, you, our viewers, will be getting opportunities like never before to win tickets. Of course, as of tomorrow, you'll be getting details in terms of, details about the concert. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag. Not just yet. Now, folks, welcome to the program. Those of you who are just joining us, we like to take care of our housekeeping matters first and give you some notices. And so the National Water and Sewage Authority advises consumers in the Crowshoe Cafe through to Lambert Bridge and the surrounding communities in the parish of St. Andrew that Your supply will be interrupted between the hours of 8 p.m. tonight, Monday, April 15, and 5 a.m. on Tuesday, April 16, and 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Thursday, April 16th. So on Tuesday, April 16th, okay? Now, consumers, you are therefore encouraged to collect and store water in clean covered containers prior to the interruption in your supply. And please be advised that although the system will be reopened at 5 a.m., consumers, especially those in elevated areas, may receive your supply within 2 hours after the scheduled restoration period. The authority apologizes for any inconvenience and would like to thank you for your patience as they work towards the delivery of a safe, adequate, and reliable supply. Folks are Grenadian. I think he's from Florida in St. John, boy. Bodybuilder Kevin Howell. Earlier, Kevin Howell has one goal. Some of you might be hearing about Kevin for the first time, but he has been there, people. He has been there. You understand? In England, people. The man go there and he play a mass. You understand? He has one goal in the International Federation Bodybuilders Professional League, IFBB. Gold in the Bodybuilders Masters and bronze in the Bodybuilders Heavyweight. Now, according to one source, he has been invited to compete in the British Championship, which will be held in September. And if he qualifies, he'll be competing in the International Championships. Or give him a clap now, White Tails. You understand? Yes. White Tails, or give him a clap now. Yeah, show them the muscles, show them the abs, show them the 5-pack, the 6-pack, the 7. Yeah, man, that's what we're talking about. Show the triceps, the biceps, the bifold, the all kind of thing, you know what I mean? Telling me. Yes. Anyway, Ola, give the man a congratulations. I think he has journeyed to Grenada, you know, after he received his goal, you know what I mean? Of course, when you get a goal, you have to come and drink some coconut water and thing. Yeah, I mean, I'll give him a clap and tell him congratulations. Good. Thank you very much. So when we go, you must come and some dashing and drink some coconut water and thing. You know what I mean? I ain't telling all the day, say, you know. Right. Olia, we're moving on. Now, the next thing that we have to tell Olia about, boy, is the GTA is recognizing a gentleman for his outstanding work. World-renowned sculptor Mr. Jason the Carries Taylor. He has been specially recognized by the Grenada Tourism Authority, the GTA, for his outstanding work in creating the world's first underwater sculpture park in the island. Now, between 2006 and 2009, Taylor founded the park in Grenada, which was listed as one of the top 25 wonders of the world by National Geographic. Now, his concrete sculptures based on people, history, and folklore eventually become alive by supporting the sustainable growth of the colorful reefs in Molyneux Bay. You know, so they wanted to recognize him for his work. You understand? And if they're recognizing him for his work, we have to do the same too. Yeah, son, again, I like a thing there, and you know, I mean, I'll give him a clap. Listen, man, I just want to look. Listen, I tell you all of that story not to watch, to clap. And to say congratulations. Listen, I'll get clap on my program for myself. I'll get some clap effect. Clap. I tell all the clap. You know what I mean? I don't tell you all of this like if all day in church, sit down, watch, listening, someone. Clap. But I don't understand like all the paying tax for clap. Never see that yet. Good. What are go clap about now, eh? Oh, on the weekend, boy, the world almost ended for some people when Facebook, WhatsApp, and Instagram went down again. The outages are becoming more and more frequent. You all realize that? That the outage by WhatsApp and them people, so it is becoming more and more frequent. What does that tell all you? You all have to start learning to do without. It suffered, Facebook, it suffered its third major outage for 2019 already. Users across the world were unable to access the social media network. Or it suites of services such as the Messenger, Instagram, and WhatsApp. It was inaccessible Sunday morning. They say the outage was for more than 2 hours. People refresh like crazy. If you hear people refresh, by. Now, Facebook experienced one of its longest outages in March, when users around the globe faced trouble accessing Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp for more than 24 hours. No. They say thousands of persons sent in reports, something like that. Yeah, son. How can I report they making? Some of them may even call 911 and thing. Nowadays already. There are 1.52 billion daily active Facebook users and 2.3 billion monthly active Facebook users out there right now. You understand? So you can imagine how many people was affected by this. All them Grenadians and them who playing bad. You understand? They see a lady storm out of the church. They say, well, what happened to her? She might get the thing, the spirit. Can't see. The lady in church and she trying to access she thing and they don't walk in. She get vexed and leave the church. I never hear that yet. Folks, we have received an update, from the Met Office. And they are saying that the latest precipitation outlook indicates that the usual amount of rainfall is likely within this quarter. They're saying that at Point Celine, that equates to around 143.6 to 228.6 millimeters. However, they say that rain from mountainous areas and the west coast will be far greater. Yet, citizens are being encouraged to manage their water resources wisely, as the country needs to recover from its deficit. You see, they are saying that even though we're getting rain, it is still below the average, as the graph indicates on your screen. They are saying too that there are going to be some wet days. Now the forecast indicates slightly more wet days than usual. Now the increase in the frequency of wet days may result in greater disruptions of outdoor activities and a reduction in the need for irrigation. Now the forecast, according to the Met Office, indicates 19 to 37 wet days across Grenada until the end of June. Now it's important to note that Point Celine recorded 10.6 millimeters of rainfall, and that's I'm just summarizing some of the information, right? Point Celine in the last quarter recorded 10.6 millimeters of rainfall, which is approximately 60% below the historical monthly average. And the monthly average is usually 27.2 millimeters of rainfall, and that was for March. They say that similar scenarios would have manifested elsewhere. Hence, many householders, especially those in the southern parts of the island, they experience daily water outages. And now I was on the radio and things like that, telling people about that. They are saying that as a weak El Nino is expected to persist, drought conditions will linger at least until the end of June. So there are times you are going to get wet days, but still you will experience some drought conditions. They say that citizens must continue to take measures to conserve and recycle water, as the duration for the offset of droughts varies from sector to sector. You understand? They were saying that there are areas that gets more rain than others. Places like Concord and Swan. You understand? They say most of the mountainous areas get a lot of rain. And you have places like the south of the island, dry like a nut. You understand? So it is not the same everywhere. Please be guided accordingly. What are we looking for time? Olia. So the next thing I want to tell Olia about, boy, listen to that piece. After a 6-year break, the fishing capital of Grenada will see the return of the hosting of the 2-day Guave Easter Regatta on the Guave Bay, also known as the Lance. It will run from the 21st to the 22nd of April. I'll give them a clap. Now they're saying this year the R&A Promotions will collaborate with the NLA Blast, official providers of video lottery products in Grenada. They will be collaborating to hold the all-day events from 9 a.m. daily. They say this year's title sponsor is the NLA Blast. They have pledged a contribution of over $25,000 to mark the 26th year of the regatta existence. I'll give them a clap now, man. You understand? Yeah, man. So that piece over that all. I'll give them a clap. Regatta coming back to Guava, you know that in mass. You understand? Give them a clap. You see, good thing I tell you all, you know. Or it doesn't get them kind of news anywhere else. You know what I mean? So all that, it go nice. Now we go post the information on our website so that persons will get to know more about the business. All you agree? When man climbing greasy pole and they climbing up one another back and them kind of thing, that is the kind of thing you don't see that was nice. You understand? We're moving on, folks. They say that the Grenada Invitational can be deemed a success. You understand? People, international athletes, world-renowned athletes did exceptional at the Invitational. Grenada quarter miler, Braylon Taplin. Listen, man, he put on a show for the people in the 400 meter. You understand? He's only 26 years old. Yeah? People, he ran 44.92. Well clear of all these other competitors in that race. People, that man run like, I don't know, in a panel. Is he figure on the dashing and thing? Watch. And he still didn't finish the race like how he should. Check it out. Watch. The man slow down. Look, people. And the man still run 44.92 now, people. Or look, see how people go start to boost up Braylon now, eh? Yeah, I mean, the Kirani syndrome. You go over to Braylon. You know what I mean? Because Braylon move like a boss. You understand? Braylon move like a boss. You understand? When they tell him, man, they ask him how he feel about it. He feel good about the whole business. You understand? But I tell you, he could only run like that because he's a little dashing and thing coming out. And he's smart too, you know. He come in a couple days before the event, 3-4 days. Because you know he need to do the fig, the dashing, sugar to plum. You know what I mean? Yeah, eat to sugar apple. You know what I mean? And all kind of business. So the thing work for him, people. Eh? The man never run like that. You don't see. Yeah, no. Anyway, let me leave that talk there, yeah? Yeah, Braylon, you prove yourself partners. You understand? You prove yourself. So yeah. Kirani say me. Kirani, I would like to see you on Braylon. And go head and head. Paradise FC International, basking in its glory according to my partner Selwyn, after defeating the Grenada Boys Secondary School 1-0 yesterday in the final game, people, of the Premier League to win the 2018-2019 championship. You understand? They say it was a penalty in the first half executed by veteran midfielder Jake Rennie that did the trick. They say that GBSS had several near misses and made Paradise work hard for its victory. You understand? So we had to big them up. Big them up now. Although, yeah, that's what we're talking about. So congratulations to all the teams. You know, the second place team, third place team, because all of all they play. You know what I mean? All they play. So congratulations to all you. How are we looking for time? We have results in the GCIC cricket competition, the knockout stage of the GCIC inter-sector windball cricket competition, which commenced on Thursday, 4th April in full swing. The following are the results from the matches played thus far. Police versus Communal Credit Union, First innings, police made 164 for 8 in 15 overs. You know what I mean? Now, in the second innings, Communal Cooperative Credit Unions made 160. It was a close one, 160 for 5 in 15 overs. And then we had the Latouche Interior. They played up against the Dodgy Blazers. All right. Dodgy Blazers made 101 for 7 in 12 overs. And then Latouche Interior, 82 for 9 in 12 overs. Sandals versus Adrian Gabriel Construction. We had Sandals, they scored 72 all out in 11.3 overs. Gabriel Construction, 73 for 9 in 10.1 overs. And then we had the CCS Strikers versus Glenelg. CCS Strikers made 105 for 7 in 15 overs. And then we have Glenelg scoring 106 for 4. All right. Then Teachers versus SGU. Teachers 202 for 4 in 15 overs. SGU 175 for 6 in 15 overs. And then we had finishing up with that now, M&N Hardware versus Hubbard's. All right. M&N Hardware scored 129 for 6 in 15 overs. And then we had Hubbard's, they made 96 all out in 14.2 overs. And the final match in the knockout round between Nawasa and Prison kicks off at 4:30 p.m. Well, I think that was going to be today at 4. So it would have kicked off then. I'll get the scores for you guys, all right? Hear that piece. A yacht is now docked in Grenada following an incident at sea. What I'm going to show you now are actual bullets. You understand? Then people shoot up, then people boat. You understand? I do not know if the boat was originally destined for Grenada, but all we can tell you is by bullet ring like bell. You understand? And the owners and occupants of the boat were able to escape. Now, out of Trinidad, the president of the Yacht Services Association, Tommy Johnson, he has confirmed and reported the attack on the yacht by 8 persons believed to be Venezuelan nationals. You understand? They posted the information on Facebook, and they said that around 10:30 a.m. on Sunday, the vessel, a 55-foot sailboat, was positioned at about 15 nautical miles northeast of the hibiscus oil platform. They say it was approached by a group of 8 men believed to be Venezuelans in an attempted piracy attack. Yeah? They say that the yacht refused to stop, and in heavy seas and high wind took an evasive zigzag course, preventing the Venezuelans from boarding the vessel. The statement said that due to the fact that they were unable to board the vessel, the pirates abandoned their plans and left, but not before firing several shots at the sailboat. You understand? According to them, no one on board was hurt, no one on board was injured, but of course, as you can see on the screen, several bullet holes hit the vessel. It is now in Port Louis, Grenada, and they're saying that the officials, the occupants and so on, they are meeting with Coast Guard officials here in Grenada. They say that the Coast Guard here in Grenada is in contact with the Coast Guard in Trinidad, and they will be meeting with the occupants, not with the occupants, but with the members of the Yachting Association of Trinidad tomorrow. They asked the sailboat users and things to file a float plan with the Coast Guard and to call the North Post radio station once traveling in and or out of Trinidad. So all the sailboats, please do so. File your float plan with the Coast Guard. You understand? So probably if they see that you're off track and things like that, they could know that probably something is wrong or so, you know. I just say it. It makes a lot of sense. Alright? But yeah, boy, bullet like rain. And we are happy to know that nobody was injured in the attack. We are moving on. Don't play all going on, put we are going to look for the boat, you know. Alright. I'm too fast. Okay. Oh, yeah. So here the next one we have to tell you about. No, boy, let's go to Castries for a while. You remember we told you about the phone thief? The man that snatched the phone from the visitor in Castries in St. Lucia. That make big news? Well, all the way partner making news again. Because he went to court and things like that. I wonder if I wonder if I had brought that story. Let me see if I have it there for you. But yes, boy, the man going court. Listen, folks, I ain't telling all of this here, but I just find that story getting real prominence in St. Lucia. For what reason? I don't know. But it getting a lot of prominence. So we had to share it with you. How can I media house? You go swear it's some kind of big thing. I just trying to pull up the story while I talk, you know. You go swear some kind of big thing going on, you know. Nothing so, you know. It's phone thief, and the man, real people, like media houses and things like that, going to get, you know, to cover that story about the phone thief. So I think I would have gotten it now. Let me see. Yes. So alright, so let me run that story for all you, and now look at tell me what you think. Alright, here we go. Hey, I want to say good day to my partner Archie. I see you on the program, partners. Big up yourself. Here's that story.
Quick thinking and action by witnesses and the police helped to nab a phone snatcher in Castries on April 2nd. The wheels of justice have turned quickly in this matter, and the young man has been sentenced to 6 months behind bars for his crime. He has been identified as Josiah Antoine, also known as Red Ants. The incident occurred in the William Peter Boulevard. Antoine was pursued by brave citizens and eventually arrested and brought before the courts by city police. He has been on remand at the Border Lake Correctional Facility and on April 10th brought before the D Court at Grosy Lake. In addition to the 6-month jail term, Antoine was also fined $500 EC for possession of a dangerous weapon. Mayor of Castries, Peterson Francis, has showered praise on the city police in the aftermath of the phone snatching incident, saying the officers played a big role in getting the perpetrator convicted. The mayor confirmed recently that the city constabulary has contracted some 150 city police and there are plans to establish a canine unit. He has maintained that city constabulary is being reconstructed to accommodate changes in Castries and keep citizens safe. Joachim Duplessis, HDS News Force.
Thank you very much, Mr. Duplessis. A young woman, boy, lost her life, suspected drowning in St. Lucia. We want to share that story with you as well.
The teenager is now the island's latest drowning victim. The incident occurred in Vieux-Fort, where, according to reports, the kayak on which Augustina Lionel was on allegedly capsized. The St. Lucia Fire Service responded to the suspected drowning incident.
On Sunday, April 14th, at approximately 4:25 p.m., fire officers from the Vieux-Fort Fire Station responded to a suspected drowning incident at Lanse-Saint Vieux-Fort. On arrival at the scene, emergency personnel assessed and treated a young female who was subsequently transported to the St. Jude's Hospital for further medical care.
Sister of the deceased, Ashaski St. Rose, received news of her sister's death shortly after 5 p.m. In an interview with HTS's Desmond Collymore, St. Rose recalled the moments after seeing her sister's lifeless body.
On arrival to the scene, the firemen workers were coming with the body. They laid down by the flour mill for about 1 minute or 2 minutes. Then they took her to the hospital. On arrival there, she was pronounced dead.
The family of the late Augustina Lionel have banded together in an effort to make sense of her untimely passing.
She left along many sisters and brothers. Okay? I know it's pretty difficult for the family at this time in the grieving and the mourning of our sister, but we will take it. We'll take heart. We will try and take it easy. I know it's stressful. We'll hold strong. We'll do the best that we can.
Two unidentified persons said to have been with Augustina at the time of the fatal incident are being questioned by the police. Details of what exactly occurred, which led to her drowning, remain sketchy. Meanwhile, calls for safety protocols to be followed, such as wearing a life jacket, were echoed following the incident. Lizandy Boville, HTS News Force.
Thank you very much as we continue here on Mikey Live, folks. And there was another drowning in Trinidad, boy. 2 drowned, 2 survived, and 2 missing. They say fishermen, with the help of a Coast Guard and Air Guard officers, they say they are searching up to now for 2 of their colleagues, unaccounted for, from a fishing trip that turned tragic. That's in Trinidad, eh? Police said that the fishermen left in a boat at around midday on Sunday in the Gulf of Paria. That's Clary Bay in the Gulf of Paria. And sometime during the afternoon, their boat capsized and sunk. Huh? They say that the boat might have hit a wave and overturned. Now, 4, listen to what they're saying, eh? They're saying out of the incident, 2 persons drowned. They can confirm that. 2 persons survived and 2 are missing and feared dead. By tomorrow or so, God forbid, what you'll be hearing coming out of Trinidad is that 4 persons drowned in this incident. You understand? That is not an easy story to tell. Just last week Friday, we were telling you this man wiped out his whole family. His 7-year-old daughter, his wife, slashed the throat of his wife, slashed the throat of his 7-year-old daughter, then suffocated his child, allegedly, and committed suicide. Last week, Trinidad. They're still trying to figure out what went wrong. They are trying to put the pieces together as to what may have happened that led this man, and there are speculation, but you know we don't talk about it on the program, to commit this gruesome act. They say they saw the vehicle there, they suspect something was not right, and when they checked it out, a fast person, you know what I mean, only a fast person to do it, went in there and then realized that there were bodies in the vehicle, in a strange vehicle, because the vehicle is not usually there. Folks, we want to tell you about Easter sale happening at the mall, boy. Alright, the Esplanade Mall. Big sale. It goes from the 17th of April. Well, actually, I think it's going to be for one day, from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. You can enjoy huge deals from various tenants inside of the mall. So they say, look out for the red sale sign in front of the store to identify who has sale. You understand? So all you got to go into the mall and check it out on the 17th there. You see, I privy to some of the things, but I don't know if I should tell all you who doing sale, you know. I want to keep it a surprise. All you got to go there and see what's going on, and I might be there as well, you know, to meet a few people and to mingle and things like that, yeah, because yeah, I'm going to be a mascot. Oh God. I will be a mascot, Mikey mascot. Yeah, that'll be it. Anyway, yeah, that one might be too bad. So I want all to check it out, right? I'm going to give you an idea to the stores. Also, get your own set of wheels with a vehicle loan from the Duty Credit Union. Now remember, you can get a brand new vehicle or used. No processing fees, rates so low it will make you think it's like a dream. You can get a chance as well to win 100% rebate on your vehicle insurance. So remember, it's UT Cooperative Credit Union, and that is where you belong. Let us take a break and we shall be back shortly.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom
for me and you.
I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you.
Hello? I can't see you.
What's good?
But I can't even hear you.
Yo.
Hello? Hello? Ah.
Okay, I see. I'm good. I'm coming in.
Ah. There you are.
Live the experience right now. Enjoy high quality video calling today. Stream, upload, and share with Digicell's super fast LTE network. Visit our stores today and live the experience today. Digicell.
To keep it fresh, chill it. To get it hot, cook it. To keep it clean, wash it. Do all that and more with top brand appliances from Quartz. Try that recipe on a new stove. Keep those fruit bowls chilled in the latest design fridge. Get laundry done with a brand new washer and dryer combo. Purchase any Whirlpool product and get a chance to win $8,000. Shop with Quartz Ready Finance and pay nothing until June. Only at Quartz, bringing value home.
Maroon and String Band Music Festival, April 26th to the 28th. Indulge in this unique festival, which features regional and local string bands, big drum, and cultural groups. The ultimate celebration of music, rhythm, food, and dance. Carriacou's heritage and traditional festival comes alive. Friday, April 26th, wetting of the ground, smoke food, and flambeau with drama by Heritage Theater at Bel Air Heritage Park. Saturday, it's Strings in the City, Tang Tang, Hillsborough. And as night falls, we move to Bel Air Heritage Park. Witness performances by Cultural Conquerors from Union Island, Malik Folk Group from Trinidad, Spiceland and Conception Dance Groups from Grenada, along with local performing groups. Dance to the band Solid from Grenada. The International Artist Show featuring the Fireman, Kipaton. Kipaton and the Prophecy Band live. Admission, advance tickets $60, and we close it off on Sunday with fete and performances at Paradise Beach. Sunday, $20 in advance. Carriacou Maroon and String Band Festival, April 26th to the 28th. Under the theme, deeply rooted in our tradition, remaining true to our culture.
Experience convenient and affordable learning with online and blended higher education programs from the UWI Open Campus. Access our quality assured degrees, diplomas, and continuing and professional education programs at a pace designed to suit your lifestyle. Ask about our prior learning assessment, which credits previous learning experience and fast tracks the completion of your degree. Own your future. Apply today. For more information, visit www.open.uwi.edu. The UWI Open Campus, opening doors to life-changing learning.
Grenada! Helen Murray and Associate presents for Spice Mass 2019 Birds of a Feather.
Yeah, this, the real thing start, the real thing start.
Birds of a Feather and Lavo Lanes, Saturday, April 27th. The doors open up at 9 p.m. Showtime 10:30 p.m. sharp. Roll out early with music by Fearless, Cavon, Jabba, and Ben Leg. Run with it. Hosted by Sherry Ann Noel. For tickets, check for the Fete Heather Boutique #1 NIS Mall. Costume giveaways, Samsung Galaxy, Fire Stick, and much more. It's all about Birds of a Feather.
Get in your section, get in your direction, get in your section.
West Hall Rum's Masters of Calypso 4, Sunday, May 12th, Mother's Day at Spice Basket. Showtime 6 p.m. Early bird tickets $50, $60 after. Featuring live from Trinidad and Tobago, Lord Nelson. Lord Nelson.
Darling, I love this disco.
Gypsy. Gypsy.
You're only running all around.
And Saint Francine.
Cool it down, darling, I ain't ready. So if you have a problem, dope is not the answer.
And from Grenada, Beast Collar, Hitman Inspector, Papa Jerry, Laura Lisa, Chain, and the 1974 Independence Calypso Monarch Original Inspector. Special award ceremony for Black Wizard, celebrating 50 years in the art form, all backed by the Royal Grenada Police Force Band. A special cocktail on entry for all mothers. Compliments Wester Hall Rums. Tickets available at Mitchell's Health and Wellness in Granada, Grenadian Optical in St. George's and Granada, Kittens Pharmacy in Grenville, St. George's and Granada, St. David's Pharmacy and Licks and Bites Guave. One special evening dedicated to mothers. Sunday, May 12th, 6 p.m. This will be one unforgettable show. Wester Hall Rums, Masters of Calypso 4.
Yeah, boy, and folks, it would be remiss of me if I don't say thank you to the folks at Digicel, boy. This guy, the technicians, Jerry and his co-worker. I want to say thank you to you and Jennifer and Donnell for sorting out my internet issues today. These guys are just tremendous, of course. They never stop until they figure it out. So I want to say thank you to you guys for really working with me today and being really... Listen, these guys, and they just left. You know, they were here all afternoon trying to figure out things, you know. They say, Mikey, if we ain't fix a problem, we ain't going home. You know, and so fellas get comfortable because we had to fix it. So, of course, they were able to sort things out after several hours of trying to troubleshoot. And for that, I have to say thanks. You know, they never became frustrated or anything. They just remained professional and sorted it out. Jerry, big up your whole self, as well as Adrian. Adrian, big up yourself, Adrian, as well to Donnell and the whole crew. We've got right now the National Report.
Local entrepreneur who invested in Hideaway True Blue plans to start new development in the South. Details to this story and more in the National Report. Welcome back. With the news for Monday, April 15, 2019, I am Sharian Noel. Hideaway True Blue Grenada, classified as Grenada's premier residential condominium, is open for business and doing well. And now plans are in train to construct additional buildings as early as this year. Hideaway True Blue is a development done through the Citizens by Investment program. During an interview with the Government Information Service on Monday, local entrepreneur and investor Dr. Richard Nixon said the initial idea was to build a boutique hotel, but the proximity of the land to the St. George's University student housing was seen as the best option. He shared on how the CBI program has aided in the fulfillment of a family dream.
When people invest, they look for an exit. That's why they invest. So I think taking the risk and building this even before the citizenship by investment funds came in was important, because if your business cannot stand alone without getting these external influences, I think you have to rethink your business model.
Okay.
So for example, here at Hideaway, we can function very well without the citizenship by investment program. One of the reasons I insist on doing this is to be an example of what Grenadians can do, or how the CBI can help them.
Okay.
So this is a template which I hope can be replicated through many other friends or people who have some property or some land and would like some help. And this can do it. But again, you need a sound business model, because the investors will not come in if your business model is flawed.
The business model at Hideaway True Blue, he says, does not cater much to buying off, although through the CBI program they offer a buyback scheme.
The whole intent on building this is to stay in my family.
Oh,
Okay, we're doing a couple other projects which would have a different business model. And this is why I said earlier, investors look for an exit. So if you tell them you want to buy them back, you need to show them you have a good business which can sustain a buyback later on. You know, our business is not dependent on short-stay tourism. Our shortest lease is 6 months.
Okay.
We're full for the next 2 years. and we don't see that changing. Right now we have a wait list of about 45 to 47 people. We don't have places to put them. So that's why we're going to embark and do a couple more buildings, probably start this year.
Dr. Nixon says with the success of the first investment to date, there is need to be careful as to where, how much, and when to invest.
Now that we've built and we are going concern and we're generating revenue, we've seen a heck of a lot of activity on the CBI side because the CBI market is getting very sophisticated. And meaning that people don't buy off paper or plans anymore. They want to see you have a real building, real business going on, because originally when Grenada first started in the CBI world, there were very few options for the Section 11, the real estate option.
Okay.
But now there are options, and they're valid options. So folks are becoming more sophisticated. We've seen in some of the other islands, one island has about 85 projects, and probably 3 are real projects. I just hope Grenada doesn't get itself into that zone, because it would hurt the program. And you probably heard recently that the government has made some moves in evaluating projects that are not delivering. Best thing that can happen.
20 million EC dollars was invested in the Hideaway True Blue Grenada project. Superb performances from a number of international athletes at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium on Saturday, but Grenada's Braylon Taplin stole the show in the men's 400 meter with a time of 44.92 seconds. The third invitational featured big names like Justin Gatlin from the US and Shelley and Fraser Price from Jamaica. Taplin won his race in style before an appreciative crowd.
It's a privilege. I'm happy that we get to show the world, the Grenadian crowd, and just the environment, and I'm always happy to come home and run.
And your expectations for the balance of the season?
I just want big performances every time I run. I want to get a medal. I want to bring. It's nice to come home and perform, but next time I come, I want to bring a present. I want to bring a medal.
Grenada's Prime Minister Dr. the Right Honourable Keith Mitchell, an avid sports lover, also ensured that he was a part of the excitement.
It's good exposure for the young people in sports, whether it's athletics, football, cricket, at any other sport, any sport. I think it's good for the country. So we have always supported any initiative of this nature. And ESPN bringing this to the world provide enormous exposure for the country's tourism product. And as you know, we are doing extremely well. So we like to continue the exposure for the country in a general sense.
Minister for Sports, Senator Nolan Cox, and Minister for Youth Development, Honorable Kate Lewis, also shared on the importance of the games and its positive impact for Grenada.
It takes a lot to put a game like this together. All of our sponsors, persons who come on board at the last minute to help out. I mean, this is very good. We wanted to make sure that things run smoothly this year, because next year, 2020, which is the Olympic year, is much more important for us. And so we want to call on persons who are outside there to come to invest in Grenada Invitational. This is one of the best meets, international meets throughout the world, throughout the region, and to come to Grenada, which is one of the best countries in the world, of course. And so I just want to congratulate the patrons for coming. I know today was a bit rainy. A few people couldn't make it out, and they were a bit scared and things like that. But we know that people love Grenada, they love athletics, and they love Invitational. Braylon was outstanding. It was an impressive run. I mean, I was truly impressed.
Having international athletes that we would have just seen on television, and hoping that one day they can come to our shows. They are here. It is a reality. The exposure for our young athletes, giving them that inspiration to go further on the international level. It is just a positive for Grenada.
Chair of the local organizing committee, Dexter Mitchell, says credit must be given to all who made the games possible.
The third invitational was good. As you know, there were some difficulties and some challenges very earlier on. We came from a tough start, starting as early as June of last year. But I think all in all, the fact that we had an invitational in 2019 is a victory in itself. Very exciting meet, high quality. We just saw a fantastic finish to the games. And I think we have set up ourselves well for 2020, an Olympic year. Lots of excitement, lots more to come. But I think the fact that Invitational 2019 happened is in itself credit to the local organizing committee, to the supporters, to the audience, to the media, to the sponsors, the government of Grenada and so on, that we're actually able to have a meet in 2019.
Grenada's 400-meter Olympic gold and silver medalist Karani James could be back on the tracks very soon. James, who was an ambassador for the Grenada Invitational over the weekend, has been working on getting back in form after dealing with health issues. He says fans can expect his return soon.
My plan is to, try to compete this year, but right now I'm just taking it a day at a time, So the plan is to compete when I'm good and ready, when I feel good and ready. So it could be between 6 to 8 weeks, could be even longer, could be shorter, we don't know. So, but you will know when I'm ready. Well, I wouldn't say, I miss it, because I understand the process that I'm in right now. So I think, for me, once I understand that, then, it's easier to go about training without being frustrated, seeing everybody compete without being frustrated. So I would say, I do miss it, but not to a point where I'm frustrated.
This is the National Report. More news after the break.
The eyes of the world are on us more than ever. So let's take it to them. Saturday, May 4th, the Spice Mats Corporation launches Spice Mats 2019. The Caribbean's biggest summer festival. This year's launch starts with a roadshow from Ariza Copper to the National Stadium from 3 p.m. Bring out your last year's costume and join the parade. It's one big experience with a display of fancy man, traditional man, Moko Jambi, and the most envied Jab Jab. The official opening is at the National Stadium, featuring your favorite soca artists and DJs, Calypso Monarch, Steel Pan champions, and presentations of the 2019 Carnival Queen contestants, plus displays of 2019 costumes, SMC show tickets, and other attractions to be won. Saturday, May 4th, the National Stadium, the launch of Spice Mats 2019. Bring out the entire family. Log on to spicematsgrenada.com for more.
Welcome back. The just concluded 20th meeting of CARICOM's Ministerial Council for National Security and Law Enforcement has agreed on the need for greater collaboration among members to address crime and security. The meeting was held at the Radisson Beach Resort under the chairmanship of Prime Minister Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell. A statement issued following the meeting said the ministers reaffirmed the relevance of the management framework for crime and security in the community and proposed elements of the draft agenda for a special meeting of the Conference on Security, scheduled for May 3rd in Trinidad and Tobago. They also agreed to the establishment of a regional steering committee for the development of crime and criminal justice statistics. Prime Minister Dr. Mitchell said despite the best efforts of law enforcement agencies, crime remains an inescapable reality. Dr. Mitchell added that we need to fight against crime as a collective unit and pointed to some of the achievements at the regional level to tackle the problem.
I'm proud to say that with respect to the implementation of the Regional Advanced Information System, ACIS, Grenada has been the first pilot site. All our countries are now participating in Advanced Passenger Information System, APIS. For many years, we have been asking for the expansion of the system to ensure that our border security is augmented at the regional level. And I'm heartened to learn that the associate member states, the UK territories, are slowly but surely joining the system.
CARICOM Secretary General Erwin Larocque, who also addressed the meeting, said the community has been putting the operational and legal requirements in place to combat the scourge of crime. It already has in place the Advanced Passenger Information System and has begun to establish the Advanced Cargo Information System.
The success of APIS, which has resulted in the flagging and apprehension of persons of interest, has seen its expansion to all 15 member states and interest from associate members and other states in the wider region. CARICOM Impacts, along with the United Nations Conference for Trade and Development, is in the process of completing the ACIS throughout the region. It has been piloted in 3 member states, Antigua and Barbuda, Belize, and Grenada. However, several countries still need to pass the required legislation and to upgrade their systems to meet the minimum requirements for harmonization.
And with this, we come to the end of the National Report for Monday, April 15th, 2019. I am Sherry Ann Noel. Thank you for viewing.
All right, thank you very much, Sherry Ann Noel, and everyone else who were instrumental in putting together the national report. So, folks, we want to give you an idea as to what the weather will be like for today, and as well, we can tell you what's going to be happening tomorrow as well as we get ready to conclude tonight's program. Now, the weather is expected to be partly cloudy, becoming cloudier after midnight with light to moderate rain. Tonight's minimum temperature is expected to be about 22.5 degrees Celsius. Winds northeasterly to southeasterly at 8 to 18 miles per hour, gusting higher at times. Seas moderate, waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. And tides will be high at around 1:15 a.m. Also, your weather for tomorrow, sun is expected to rise at around 5:56 a.m. The weather for tomorrow is expected to be mostly cloudy with light rain during the morning, gradually improving in the afternoon. The maximum temperature is expected to be about 30 degrees Celsius, minimum 23 degrees Celsius. Winds easterly to southeasterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour. Seas moderate, waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. Tides will be low at 6:45 a.m. and high at 1:30 p.m. And that's your weather forecast. And just let's briefly say hi to some people on the program while we are here. Hey, Suzette. Hi, how are you? All right, so let's say hello to Suzette. And also, we would like to say hello to Colette, to Mishi, to Nika, to Noreen, to Deslin, Dora, Shomin, Michael, Patsy. We have Allah. Mikey, I'm telling you from now, if I don't get this plane ticket, Mikey, I'm warning you, I'm sleeping on the live even when you're not here. Don't play with me. What plane ticket you talking about? Lintona, Peter, Osric, Esther, Peter, another Esther again, Peterkin, Angela, Cynthia, Asha, Josephine, Khadija, Kireen, Deborah, Wayne, Shomin, and the whole crew. Big up to you guys, and we're looking forward to having another program tomorrow, God's willing. We want to say hello to all the people. Wendy, and I see you there, and Sugar Baby, and Terrence. Big up Terrence, all right, and Rolanda, and Jillian, and Asha. Guys, thank you very much, and we'll be back tomorrow, God's willing, here on Mikey Live. Let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We all say, Ja! No! And those of you again on WPG10, thank you for viewing. We'll touch base tomorrow, God's willing, again. Brother John, good night.